Toronto Blue Jays fans, the Toronto Blue Jays lose a 3-game series to the Minnesota Twins. A tough series loss. This is the first place Minnesota Twins team in the AL Central. They're a good ball club. And honestly, if it's a team that we end up playing in the playoffs, I'd be pretty nervous because, man, they did some really good things hitting-wise. Their pitching wasn't fantastic all the time, but it did have some really good promises. Let's get this series on the road. We'll recap the 3 games, set up the next series, and then talk a little bit about what's going on for the Blue Jays. So, Minnesota Twins 9-3 over the Toronto Blue Jays in the first game. Couple runs here and there. We'll start with the top of the first. Garlick homers to left on an 0-1 count. Polanco scores. A 2-run shot for the Twins. Puts them up 2-0. Bottom of the first, we'll see a solo shot. George Springer goes soaring high into center field. 1-0 count. 2-1. Teoscar Hernandez will then single to left. Bichette scores, knotting up the game at 2. Miranda homers to left on the first pitch. Garlick homers to left, his second home run of the game. 4-2, 2 solo shots. The Twins take the lead right back. But the Blue Jays try to gain it back. It's Guerrero Jr., bottom of the third. Homers up there to left field. 1-1 count. Out of here in a hurry. 4-3. The game is getting pretty tight until we hit about the top of the 6th, where the homers just keep raining in. Miranda, again, homers to left on a full count. Arias scores a 2-run shot, and the game is slowly gripping away from the Blue Jays. Top of the 8th, Arias hits an infield single, and Gordon will score on the play. 7 runs now. Buxton then homers in the top of the 9th. Out of here to left field. Palacios scores, and the Minnesota Twins finish the game off 9-3. Jarrell Cotton, 1-1 on the season, 2 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts. He gets his first one of the year, and Yusei Kikuchi grabs his second loss. 4.5 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, no base on balls, and 6 strikeouts. Kikuchi doing pretty well, but obviously didn't get the result at the end of the day. The next day comes in. The Jays know they have to bring the hitting once again. They have to get the bats flying, and do they ever do it early? But Minnesota starts first. Polanco homers to center on a 2-0 count. Arias scores 2-0 for the Minnesota Twins on their former pitcher, Jose Barrios. Bottom of the first. Bichette homers to left field on a 2-2 count. Get that ball out of here in a hurry. Solo shot. Jays 2-1. Biggio in the bottom of the second gets the scoring started for this inning. Double to right. Alejandro Kirk scores. Knotted up at 2. Springer hits an infield single. Gurriel Jr. will score. Biggio to third. 3-2 for the Jays. Then Bichette saved that first on a fielding error by Palacios. Biggio scores. Springer moves up to third. The Jays take the lead. Kirk in the bottom of the third. Homers to left on a 3-1 count. A 2-run shot that brings Teoscar Hernandez home. Jays slowly running away with this one, and they just continue because Guerrero Jr. has found his bat, ladies and gentlemen. Homers to left on a 3-1 count. Bichette scores on the play, a 2-run shot. Springer hits a sac fly to left field. Gordon and Chapman will score on the play. The Jays just keep bringing in the heat. Gurriel Jr. singles to left. Teoscar Hernandez scores. Espinal scores. 2 runs on a single to left field. Biggio, after that, will also single to center. Chapman scores, the man who brought in a couple runs earlier in the game, and now he's scoring. The Jays finish off the game with 12 runs, and then top of the 9th, Contreras grounds out to the second baseman, Calvin Biggio, and first baseman, Gurriel Jr. Miranda scores on the play. The Twins grabbed 3 runs, but it was nowhere near enough to the 12 the Blue Jays fought for in this one, and the win going to my man, Jose Barrios, 4-2 on the season with 7 innings clean, 13 strikeouts for Jose Barrios. Really good game by him. 2 base on balls, 2 earned runs, and then Dylan Bundy was 3-3 on the season now. 2 guys, 2 innings, and 1 man out in the third. He only lasted that long. 5 earned runs in this one, 1 base on ball, and 2 strikeouts for the Minnesota Twins. We head to the rubber match, and it was very close, but the Jays did get beat in the 8th inning and then tried to rebuttal in the 9th inning. It did not work out. Let's recap this. Polanco in the top of the first, safe at second on a fielding error by Teoscar Hernandez. Arias scores. Sanchez moves to the third. It is 1-0 for the Minnesota Twins. They don't end there because Urshela grounds out to the shortstop, Bo Bichette and Guerrero Jr. Sanchez scores in the play. 2-0 for the Minnesota Twins. Miranda singles to center. Polanco scores. You got a 3-0 ball game right in front of Kevin Gausman, and not something that we've been used to. He hasn't really had a bad game, but the fielding in this first inning was awful. However, George Springer tries to help out the Jays just a little. Bottom of the first. Homers to left. George Springer once again on a 1-2 count. The Jays have a 2-run deficit to come back from now, but the Twins kept piling on Kevin Gausman. Palacios singles to right. Gordon scores in the play. 4 on Kevin Gausman now. Polanco scores with an infield single to third. Palacios will get the run in. And, yeah, it's not looking great for him. 5 runs in 2 innings for Kevin Gausman. But the Jays, they're going to keep fighting. Coming in, Daddy Kirk to left field. 2-0 count for Alejandro Kirk. Bottom of the fourth. The Jays are swinging the bat well this series, and they're starting to come back. Laranche homers on to right field on a 2-2 count. 6 runs in the 7th inning now. Thank God our bullpen did something between that inning where Kevin Gausman was pulled. You know, Phelps and Trevor Richards and Adam Simber, they all did great. Adam Simber allowed the run, but they did some really good stuff coming in for Kevin Gausman, who really struggled in this game, in my opinion. So I was really shocked to see that. Bottom of the 7th, Chapman doing what he can to get this game back in our hands. Homers to left on a 1-0 count. Out of here in a hurry. It is 3 runs for the Jays, 6 for the Minnesota Twins. But the Twins just kept extending their lead. Sanchez homers to left on the first pitch. Arias scores a 2-run shot. It is 8-3. The Jays in the bottom of the 9th tried to get back. Espinal with a big home run. 3-run shot by Santiago Espinal on a 1-1 count. He scores Kirk. He scores Chapman. The 3-run shot puts the Jays within reach, 8-6, but they couldn't get the last 2 runs to come through. And Jarrell Cotton, now with his 2nd win on the year, 1 inning pitched, 1 strikeout, and nothing really else in his stat column. Kevin Gausman, though, had a rougher day. 5-4 now on the season with 3 innings pitched, and he got 2 batters out, but was pulled on the 3rd batter. And then 3 earned runs, 1 base on ball, 3 strikeouts. No, he didn't do great at all. It was pretty tough to watch. Giovanni Moran with the save for the Minnesota Twins. And the Jays will get it a little bit easier now. Kansas City Royals will take a trip, or the Jays will take a trip to Kansas City, then followed by a trip to Detroit to face the Tigers, and then hosting the Baltimore Orioles. It's going to get a lot easier, folks. Obviously with the Yankees coming up in the schedule, and then back to the White Sox, Milwaukee, Red Sox. So we will get a little bit of a break here before all hell breaks loose. But in my opinion, this is the stretch, ladies and gentlemen, for the Jays to get back where they need to be. And I think they are going to find that. June 6th, today, 8:10 p.m. at Ewing M. Kauffman Stadium. It's a big game. Ross Stripling is going to be playing in this one and pitching for the Jays. 1-1 of the season with a 4.22 ERA. And Danielle Lynch, 2-4 on the season with a 4.81 ERA. So both pitchers, really tough. But I do think Ross Stripling will steal us this game. I think the Jays knew that they can lay on some of their weaker pitchers. Obviously, Alek Manoah is going to be pitching on Tuesday, so we'll win that game automatically. Kikuchi, I wouldn't say he's one of our weaker guys, but he's the 5th in our rotation. So, yeah, I would have to say that the Jays are definitely going to be looking to sweep this series, going to be looking to sweep the Tigers, going to be we got to get back on that win streak. And this is why I predicted that the Jays, if they swept the Twins, 15, 20 game win streak could be coming, because you look at the schedule, you got the Royals, you got the Tigers, you got the Orioles. So you got some really easy teams after the Twins series if you could get through it, but they just couldn't, and that's okay. That's okay. It's early in the season. We're okay with that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more of these videos, and please make sure to turn on your post notifications before, or what am I saying? Turn on your post notifications to get notified when these videos do come out. One more thing, please make sure to share this video with your friends and family. It helps me a lot, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. 8:10 p.m. Kansas City Royals against the Toronto Blue Jays, with our main man Ross Stripling on the mound. Should be a doozy. Make sure to watch it tonight. Anyways, take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.